Neighbors and Holloway against Keller, Hayton, and Schmaltz. And away we go with the first period. Neighbors sends it in. And number 7, Michael Kesselring back to get it. He's out of Northeastern University. And now Keller, backhand pass. And here's Kesselring. And he scores! 18 seconds in.
Down by the Blues here as Clayton Keller, we talked about him just moments ago, flips one up. Kesselring gets behind Holloway. We're right back to work here and try to have a good start to the game because they're down by 1.
Keller and Schmaltz get the assists. Now Michelli a pass in front. And now another drive up high by Lamoureux. Young defenseman. At the line, former Blue Ian Cole fires it. And a save by Hofer, rebound. And now grabbed by Shen. Utah, a couple of key injuries on defense, including John Marino and Sean Dursey. Both players out long term. Here's a chance, and Carcone fires that just wide as he moved in on left wing. And now Sundqvist back of the goal for the veteran Suter. Lobs it ahead, looking for Bolduc. That's broken up by the Utah team, and Michael Kesselring at the line. Now for number 82, Stenlin. And then Carcone. Braco breaks it up for the Blues. And then McBain shovels it back of the goal, back in front. And a good save by Hofer on Stenlin. 13:49 left in the first. Shots 5-0 Utah. And that's lobbed ahead by Suter. Now grabbed by Shen for Parayko to Kyrou. He comes in. Rebound. And that one right by the blade of Saad. And now Shen gets it. Down the wall for Parayko. Here's Kyrou, who leads the Blues with 40 shots on goal. At the line, Suter can't get over in time. Blues get it back at center ice. Kyrou comes in again. Going against Sergachev. Comes around. Suter to the goal line in front. And a shot by Shen right on goal, and a save by Ingram.
Finds himself right in a perfect spot. Watch him right here. He stops right there. That's pivotal to being wide open in the middle of that house area, and he gets a great shot on net. And Ingram, not sure if he saw that or he just happened to have good position with the glove.
He comes ahead to Walker, and then Torchenko will shovel it out. And Carcone right back in the zone. He pulls up to make a play. Mata, and a cross, and a high swap shot by Valimaki. And now Prunovic tries the other side for Buchnevich. Blues wind up in their own zone. Now Kessel leads the rush. Up the middle. Holloway with a move. Comes in, and he whistles that one wide with a good shot. Throws it low. Kyrou trying to get the puck out. Right there by Barrett Hayton. Now a pass by Keller to Kesselring. Right in. Shoots it on goal, and a good save there by Hofer. And the faceoff won by Utah. Back to the line to Mata. And now a shot from the wing by Carcone. And Ingram sets it up now for Ian Cole. Of course, Cole won a couple of cups in Pittsburgh in 16 and 17. Utah coughs it up. And Texier races in. Shoots it on goal. And a save by Ingram. And that curls toward the goal. Hofer was out of the net, and luckily he saw that and made the save. Now Prunovic up the middle. Nice play for Parayko. He darts in, Parayko. And that may have hit the goalpost. Here's Keller in the circle. And a good back check by Neighbors again on Schmaltz. And the Blues come back with numbers. Neighbors at the line. In front, Parayko. Waiting. Shoots. He scores! Parayko with a laser into the top corner. And we are tied at 1.
Utah comes in the zone. Nice defensive play here. A little bit of a break with Schmaltz hitting the ice, but watch Jake Neighbors. Gains the blue line, and then Colton Parayko right here. He looks like he's going to pass to Dylan Holloway. The defenseman bites, and he changes course right here. I mean, that is an unbelievable play.
Sundqvist, he had Saad in behind the defense. And the pass right by his blade. Now Saad stole it. In front. Backhander by Shen. And a save by Ingram on Braden Shen, who can't buy a goal.
Sundqvist zips that puck up the ice, but Brandon Saad does a great job of getting in, pressuring that puck. That's why it's important to get on your toes on the forecheck. You create those turnovers, and then Braden Shen gets it, tries to go backhand. Ingram makes a great save.
The pride of St. Albert, Alberta. Teams at full strength. Underway in the second period. Blues win the face-off. Here's the Ian Cole shot. And the former Blue drills it wide. And speaking of drill, Toropchenko hit hard. And Joseph goes after Lamoureux.
Yeah,
as Toropchenko is down behind the play, and Joseph protecting and backing up his teammates. Against Lamoureux, the rookie out of the Quebec League, and Joseph some lefts. Now Lamoureux trying to get his right going. And good on P.O. Joseph there.
It in slow-mo, we'll get it here on the replay. Right there, knee on knee is what that ends up being. Those are dangerous. You can hyperextend your knee. And you see here, left knee on, right above the knee. And the impact alone on that, John, really rattles the leg of anybody. And then P.O. Joseph, who's not known as a fighter, he steps up right away in that moment.
Back to his deep partner, Parayko. Kyrou couldn't reach it. And then Kyrou knocked it away from Sergachev, and he's got a break with some room on right wing with Suter, and what a save by Ingram. Now Prunovich into the zone. For Buchnevich, lost it. Played down the ice, Carconi comes in, and he gets there ahead of the goaltender in front, and a left pad save by Hofer.
Protect the paint, but Jake Neighbors, what a great defensive play right there. Stopping players from scoring.
Shen works over Hayton. And then Schmaltz turns, trying to go to the net. Blues player knocked down. Now Schmaltz gets it in front. Sergachev, and a great save by Hofer. He lunges across.
As Sergachev gets that shot on net, Hofer makes the save. There is a loose puck there. Keller looking for it. But the aftermath of this here is Suter just grabbing.
Steered around by the goaltender Ingram. And then Michelli to center for Cooley. Chips it to the middle, and now for Guenther. Then a shot, they score! Michelli up high, and Utah with a 2-1 lead.
Shot on net, but Cooley enters the zone here. Guenther with a nice little delay, sets up Michelli. And then right there, Texier, maybe a little bit of a screen there on his goaltender, but Texier's getting back on the play, and then he's kind of stuck in no man's land, to where he can't really get out of the way. He's stuck, so he tries to block it.
It is Foxa against Bukestad on the faceoff, and the Blues control it. Joseph ahead, and that's off Toropchenko, and it goes into the Utah bench. But Utah gets it out, Hayton with it. Schmaltz trying to get to the inside, turned away by Buchnevich. And then Kyrou leaves it for Buchnevich in the slot. To Kyrou, shoots, he scores! Kyrou, what a shot! And the Blues have tied the game at 2.
Snipe there, but it starts with Pavel Buchnevich. Good defense, leads to offense. Kyrou gets the zone, and watch Pavel Buchnevich here. Shake and bake through the Utah defense. And Jordan Kyrou ready for that puck, and then without hesitation at all, bam, right to the back of the net.
And Kyrou comes in, trying to get to the middle. Oh, a pass back, and look out, a 2-on-1 break. Guenther and Cooley. Guenther right in, and they score. It may have hit Parayko, and it's 3-2 Utah.
Yeah, unfortunately, John, you're right. Colton Parayko goes for the full body slide, the Superman slide. Get a good look at it here. The puck's got to go deep, just being honest. And Colton Parayko here, and it goes off of Colton Parayko's left hip. It looks like here as he slides down. Perfect timing. Right there, off the pants, you see it, and then just misses Hofer's arm and ends up in the back of the net.
Of course, after an icing call, you can make a change if you're the defending team. Face-off, kick to the corner by Utah, and cleared, and that's going to do it. That's going to be an empty netter by McBain, and it's 4-2 Utah. After losing in Winnipeg on Tuesday, they come in here and play a really sound defensive game, and they end the Blues' 2-game winning streak with a 4-2 victory tonight here at Enterprise Center.